to do today is I want to talk about the importance of images and how images really are going to be the bread and butter of what it is that we do. So what I brought up is I brought up Canva. And so Canva is a tool, and it's just canva.com. You're going to create an account. You can associate it with your Facebook account. There is a free version and there's a paid version. My recommendation is that you use the free version up until such time you want to use the additional features. I want to say it's $14.99. I don't remember. I think I'm even on the free version now because, like I said, I don't even really touch my graphics anymore. I've got a graphic artist that does most of my, probably 99% of my graphic work. I may come in here now just to do a little bit of something. But what I do want to show you is sort of the power of Canva and what you can do in Canva, and how you can really take some of your existing images and you can do some great stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go away from Canva for just a second because I want to tell you kind of how I search for some of these travel related graphics, so that you can do the same thing, and you can use your graphics. Now, the thing that you want to be really conscientious of when you're using images is you want to be really careful of copyrighted material, that you're not using anything that is an infringement. But let's say I was looking for an image the other day. I'm doing a cruise package for my agency that we put together, and the cruise is going to Cozumel. So I wanted to create a picture, a flyer, for that cruise, to announce that cruise. So what I'll do is I'll just look for a location, which many of you will do. Look for a location. I'll type in Google, and then I will type, I'll look at images, and I'll look at images that represent kind of what it is that I'm looking for. Again, since my vision for my business is beaches, water, the serenity of the water, I like any blue-green see-through water pictures that really demonstrate how beautiful the ocean is, right? Any reef pictures. Actually, like this picture, I think I may have even used it, and it happens to be a picture that is from Carnival. I thought I just saw that. It says Carnival Cruises, right? And that actually happens to be the cruise that the cruise provider that I'm doing the cruise for. So I'm going to use this picture just because I like it. So I'm just going to save this picture. I'm going to right click and I'm going to save it. I don't know if you're using a Mac or if you're using a PC, but I'm going to save this picture. I'm going to save it to, I've got this thing, my location is Travel Deals, and this happens to be in the month that I'm doing it. So we're going to call that Cozumel. It says Carnival Caribbean Port, Cozumel 3, right? Now, since I'm actually a travel agent, authorized through Carnival, I'm going to be okay with using this Carnival picture because it's a travel supplier that I'm using. It's someone that, they took the picture. It looks like they may own the picture, but I'm promoting their cruise, right? So I'm probably going to be okay. Now, could I get caught with copyright infringement? Probably, but it's highly unlikely that I will be. So I'm going to go ahead and use this picture because it's a Carnival picture taken by Carnival. I'm promoting a Carnival product, and I'm licensed to market with Carnival, and they also have a place where I can get pictures. So anyway, all that being said and done, I feel okay with using their picture. All right, so then I'm going to go back to I don't know if you guys can see this, so let me just make sure I'm sharing my desktop so that you can see. You can see all my tabs. All right, I'm going to go back to Canva, and we're going to keep that open now that I'm showing it. And what I'm going to do is I want to make a post. I'm going to want to make a Facebook post, right? And so the great thing about Canva is that when you create a design, and if you click that plus sign, it has all of the different types of post sizes, dimensions for whatever it is that you're doing. And we want to use has Facebook ads, it has events, there's social media. And so we actually, it's already in my favorites because I used to use it so much, but there is a Facebook size post and it's 940 by 788. And so that's the size. So I'm going to pick that one. And so if you're new to Canva, the great thing is they already have a bunch of already established picture designs that you could just start working with, and you can substitute your pictures, right? So let's use, I'm going to use this one just to show you how to do that, right? So the design of this picture, you could also, they have pictures for sale. I don't ever buy, I think I've bought one picture of theirs. Usually I either find my pictures or I'm using my own pictures for my own uploads. But we're going to upload the picture of that ocean picture, and then we're going to modify the text down here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to upload it, and you can see I have all of my own pictures here, all my logos and all of that stuff here. But we're going to upload, and all you do to upload is you just click on upload. And then you can purchase pictures and all that stuff. But like I said, I don't really do that. So we're going to upload your own picture. We're going to select that picture that I just downloaded from the internet. And it's going to be right here. It's done. And then, you know, I'm going to actually, I just moved it around and it replaced the picture that was there. Now you see how it cut off the reef? What we want to do here is, because this picture, the picture that I downloaded is long, and this is sort of a square. So what we need to do is hit crop, and we need to move the picture over. You see how the picture is long and it's just cut it off. So I want that actual reef and that ocean to show up, right? So I just hit crop, and then I hit okay. And now, you know, the reef part or the island part of the picture showing the ocean. This is great. And then I'm going to say, you know, join me. Right. And then I'm going to, you know, that's going to be here. Maybe I'll say join us, right? Because like, who's me? I'm going to say join us. Right. And then on here, the name of my thing is, it's called Pre-Holiday Cruise November 2018. Right, and I would probably put like the actual dates of the cruise. So I'm gonna do a hard return, make that, and then move this up just a little bit. And then I'm gonna put 3rd to 8th. Let's put 3 to 8 there. And then I'm going to put like, I'm gonna copy this text because I'm gonna want to do it again. You highlight it, and then there's a little button that says copy, and then you get the same text again. And so I'm going to put that down here, and then I'm going to put the locations that this is. So this is going to be Cozumel. All right. So now I've created a really nice looking post picture, right? So this picture will be great to load to Facebook. All I need to do now is I just need to download it. And the recommended download for Facebook is going to be a PNG is ping, JPEG, JPG. You're going to save that, and then you download it. And then, you know, depending on how your computer is set up, my computer is set up to always ask me where it wants to download something. So I'm going to download this here, and I'm going to call this, you know, Facebook Cozumel post. Right. And now I've created this great image to use in a post, right? It looks professional. It doesn't, you know, it took like 5 seconds to do. And it's got, my thing on, it's got my picture. Now, what I did tell you guys is rarely do you see a post that doesn't have my logo on it. So let's add my logo to it. So I forgot to do that. So I'm going to upload my logo. And I'm going to upload 3 of my logos because I have logos in different colors. So I'm going to upload my logos in all 3 of those logo colors. And I can tell that 2 of these are transparent and 1 of them is not, like that pink one is not. So I uploaded the wrong one. So I want the transparent logo. Let's see if that one is the transparent. Nope, that's not the one. So I know that she would have created me a transparent pink one. Well, I hope she had, maybe not. So I'll have to ask for a transparent pink one because I know that this one may not show up so well, but we'll try this gray one on here. And that actually won't look too bad. So I just drag and drop it here and then I can resize it. And I just resize it by taking the corners and moving in, and it makes it smaller, the picture smaller. And then I'm just going to drag it on top there. I could do that, or I could actually even use the teal one and put it in the gray area, which is probably where I want to do that. So I'll put it right here. So I kind of play around with stuff and see where I like it. I kind of actually like the gray one up here, so I'll probably keep that one up here and delete so I like that logo there. And then I'm going to delete that. And now I've made a professional picture that is branded with my business name on here. It's a great post size picture for Facebook. And it talks about what it is, right? So that's the picture that I'll do. And then I'll probably put some text, and then I'll put it on my business page. And then I will, talk about the particulars of it, and then I'll probably boost it, right? So we'll talk a little bit about what you do with these images in the marketing, but I really just wanted to show you how easy it is to create a professional looking picture yourself in a tool like Canva. And so you can do that, like you can add a new page, you can create multiple images. So let's say I wanted to create an image with this. This is, a picture of myself. You can use templates. You can create layouts. Layouts is pre-existing templates. So I'm going to delete this picture, and let's say I want to do a different picture. Let's say I like this picture, right? This sort of has my pink in it. I can use that, and then I can switch out the picture for a different picture. Right? So let's say I want to use a picture of myself. So you see how this picture is kind of faded? This is called a filter. And if you guys are, young like me, filters are not new to you. You can just change the filter. That is it's kind of a funky color because I can tell that it's got a filter on it. And you can see that this scalei is highlighted. So if I select normal, it turns back to normal. And what I like about Canva too is that you can overlay multiple pictures on top. So say I wanted to do sugar, I want to do my logo again, my business logo. I could do my business logo here, right on top of that picture. It's got a transparent background, so it's no issue. It's not going to be there. And then I can change this text again. Let's say I just want to use the same text. I'm going to delete the text. I'm going to delete all this text, and I'm just going to use the same text that's there, right? I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to group it, and then I'm going to copy it. Oops, hold on. I think I've grouped too much. I grouped the picture too, so I just want to group just this part. You could actually just copy that part and then put it right here. Right, and so now I've got all that. So let's say I don't want the black part. I'm going to delete that. And now I've got the words, right? And so it says, join us for the cruise, right? And now I've got another picture, right? You can create as many pictures as you want. I think in the same file, I think you can create upwards of 30, maybe 30 or 50. I can't remember what the limit is, but you can create I think up to 30 pages in one file. And then just to save it, you just want to change the design title. Let's call this sample demo image. And then you click done. And you can download it to create the JPEG. This is actually saving it so it's in your list of like, you notice that when you go back to Canva, now this, let me refresh this. Hopefully it saved it. It should have saved it. So you can close the screen and then your original screen should be here. And then you can go back to your designs and your designs are going to always be there, right? So that's pretty simple. You can create Facebook posts, Facebook ads, Instagram posts, Facebook covers. That would be the cover page of your Facebook business page. There's group sizes. What I will do is, I think in one of the marketing days next week, I do have a social media cheat sheet for Facebook that shows all the dimensions of the different things that you'd want to post from a business perspective, the two dimensions that you're going to be the things that are going to be most important. So let's talk about things and places that you need images for. Let's go to Facebook and let me show you some of the areas that you need a business page for. You need images for. So I posted yesterday, last week, I posted a training on how to set up your business page. And I talked about this canvas right here that is great advertising space for you to use on your business page. And that's your Facebook business cover. So you want to use that for marketing, right? Marketing whatever it is that you want to market, right? So right now I'm marketing a 7-day cruise to Cuba and Bahamas. I'm probably going to switch that out for the Mexico cruise here. So that's great. That's what you need an image for, is your Facebook business cover. You'll need an image of yourself right here in the page. I don't recommend you putting a logo, since you are, particularly when you're advertising on Facebook. Facebook uses the image that's right here. People connect to people. So it's always important when you start to advertise on Facebook, even when you're boosting posts, that you want to have an image of a person, yourself, representative of your business, whatever. But I really do want this to be a person, preferably you, the owner, because people will click on ads, particularly when there's a person. And if there's something that they can relate to, when it's an inanimate object like a logo or something, the click-through rate is not as strong as it is when it's a person. Your posts. So like I said, you rarely, if you go to the posts that are on my business page, rarely will you see, sorry, I went to photos. Where's post? There you go. Rarely will you see me post without a picture, right? So this last month, I've been doing a lot of trip quotes on my business page. That's actually really, that is all on my business page right now for the travel business, because I haven't really picked up advertising. But like if you go to my Sundey Gardner business page, that's where you'll see a variety of different things on that business page. So here, again, I like to use this canvas to have a call to action, to have people to do something. Click, give me email address, click on this, get more information, do this, whatever. I want actions. So I use that big space. So that's what you need images for, is for covers, for your posts, for marketing. So we've got the same travel tips here. But normally what you'll see is, I don't do a lot unless I'm doing a big advertising campaign. But like I created these 3 pictures for the information about this cruise. So this cruise I shared from my Sugar Travel onto here. and it's got 4 pictures, and then I boosted it here. And we'll talk a little bit about this. This is some Facebook advertising strategies that we'll talk about in level 2. But for the most part, what I'm trying to tell you is you need images for marketing. You need them for your social media pages. You need them for marketing your, I think I'm good with sharing. So you need your, you need images for everything, right? You need them for marketing, you need them for posts, you need them, for Facebook, Instagram, whatever your, social media decision to post is, that's what you're going to need images for. We are images, so people are going to connect to images. If you decide to do advertising, paid advertising, you're going to need images for that. If you decide to have an event, so I like to do events and I like to boost those events, right, on Facebook. And so you'll need images for that. So images, again, images that either align to your vision or align to the particular topic that you're speaking of is what you're going to need. All right, so let me go to Facebook and see if there's any questions. And if not, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. Is Canva definitely is a great amateur tool to use to create images for all that you may need them for, right? So whatever you may need them for, Canva is a great tool to use that for. All right, so let me see if you guys have any questions. If not, then I'm going to go. Okay, so Z said that she's going to be off and on. All right, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to go, and then you guys can refer to this later. But really, I just wanted to demo for you how to use Canva. If you try and use it yourself and you have some questions and you need to know how to do whatever, I'll have no problem showing that. But some of the things that I didn't show you is like how to change colors, how to change fonts, and that kind of stuff. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not a difficult tool at all to use. And I do recommend it if you're going to create posts, if you're going to create any sort of marketing material, you can use Canva to do that. I actually use PowerPoint to create my all of my documents. So like all of my manuals, all of my cheat sheets, my guides, all of that, I use PowerPoint. I may use Canva to create an image at a particular slide, like the cover of a presentation. I may use Canva to do that, and then I upload that into PowerPoint. But I actually use PowerPoint for the creation of any of my guides. Don't think you guys are going to have any guides that you're going to be creating initially. Most of the stuff that you're going to be doing is going to be related to promoting your travel packages. If there's a time that you need to get a little bit more advanced and you'd like to know how to do PowerPoint, let me know and I can do a training on that. If there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and get going, and then we will talk tomorrow. But images are important. So just one more thing I want to say about images before I do go is professional images of you are critical, right? So you want to make sure that you are using professional images of you. I am going to upload a photo guide. So, and let me say this, you don't have to hire a expensive photographer in order to get professional looking photos. What you want is you want images of yourself or professional images. I have images of myself because I am part of my brand. So I always do photo shoots, not always, but I do photo shoots probably every 3 to 4 months so that I have current pictures of myself and that photo guide. And I use my images for my marketing because I am part of my brand. And I will tell you, you are part of your brand too, believe it or not. You will sell more if you are inclusive of yourself in your brand, meaning people get the opportunity to connect to the person, right? So even though You are, fill in the blank travel agency, right? Tanisha, you are dream vacation travel, right? Your dream vacation. You are still going to want to show your face. You are still going to want people to connect to you, because people don't buy from things, they buy from people. They buy from people that they know, like, and trust, and you are critical to that. So even though you may not have the name of your business in, and I think Tanisha, yours may be Tanisha Dream Travel, if I recall. Even if you don't have the name of your business, you are still going to want to be a part of the promotion of your business. So you are going to probably want to take a photo shoot and have some pictures of you that you can use in your branding, because you are going to be a part of that brand, believe it or not. We're going to talk about that when we talk about marketing next week, about really some foundational information in marketing, and part of that is you. So I'm going to probably revisit images again in the marketing, but I just want to tell you that today I'm going to upload the photo guide, because I do recommend you guys scheduling a photo shoot for yourself so that you can use those pictures of yourself as part of your marketing of your business. And so let me tell you why you don't need an expensive photographer. All you need is somebody who knows how to use a camera and can follow the photo guide directions, and has a good quality, high definition camera. I use a friend of mine who shoots pictures of cars as an amateur. And every time I get ready to do a photo shoot, I call him up. He charges me $100 and he gets some great shots of me. Again, we're not looking for photo pageant photography. We're looking for good casual shots of yourself. And so, it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to get all dressed up in a suit or anything like that. Again, yesterday I talked about, the power of being yourself, right? Who you are is what you want to demonstrate. When we start talking about marketing next week, because marketing and branding go together, right? You have a business that has a vision, and you are the person that created that vision. So you are going to be a part of that. Some of you are going to rebel against the thought of being in the forefront. But I will tell you, take this as a lessons learned. If you do not rebel it and you embrace that you need to be a part of your brand and that you are going to need to promote your business, because no one's going to promote it like you are. If you embrace that from the beginning, you will save yourself a lot of heartache and time, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? And so they know, like, and trust people. They don't know, like, and trust things unless a person has recommended that thing, right? So the selling of your business, your travel agency, is going to be largely dependent on the sell and the likability of you. Again, like I said yesterday, you don't need everyone to like you. You need to figure out who your target audience is. Some people will like you, some people won't. Just be you, right? But like I said, images of yourself that you can show and demonstrate of who you are. So let me just let me share the photo guide. If you guys are interested in seeing some sample photo, like I have some sample photos from 2 different photo shoots that I've done, so that you can see it's casual pictures. It's nothing fancy. You just really want to get, pictures that show you smiling, show you in your natural element. I like outdoor pictures because the lighting is usually very good. But again, 2 things that are really important in the photo shoot is going to be good lighting and a good camera that is that will take high definition pictures. All right. If you have any questions after I upload the photo shoot, let me know. But I do recommend that you guys get photos, professionally done photos of yourself. Now, what other photos do you need, right? Or images do you need that need to be professionally done? I mentioned yesterday a professional logo that has a transparent background. You may decide to have a white background on some of your logos, up to you, but you definitely need a transparent logo. Fiverr, I don't know why I wasn't able to include that link in my in my Facebook Live yesterday, but it's Fiverr and it's spelled Fivverr. It is a site of professional graphic artists, web designers who sell their services usually as an introductory $5 rate. And then when you click on them, you'll see that they may upcharge for, additional services. But 9 times out of 10, if you look and you pick a designer who has had many reviews and has had many, comments, and you like their designs, it's an okay designer to go with. I mean, again, you're not spending $150 on a logo. You're spending, I would say, no more than $20. Most of them start at $5, but to get the extra features like transparent background, to get multiple color variations, that kind of stuff, that it's going to cost you, it usually costs around $20 to $25. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. I was talking to, let me share my screen again. I was talking to Z earlier today, and I was talking to her about Canva Canva color palette generator. So let me go there, because if you are struggling with what your colors are, and let's say you have a picture that you love and you don't know what the picture is, this site, and I will ping this in the live stream so that you have it later. All you have to do is upload the picture, and then it will create a color palette for you. So let's upload that picture that we had just a minute ago of the ocean. I like the colors of that, and say you like the colors of that and you really want that to be your color scheme. Let's upload it and see what Canva says the color palette is. So you see what it does is it gives you some color variations to represent the picture. And these colors are pretty much on spot, right? This actually is a really nice palette. So if you're struggling with colors, and what colors to use for your business, your site, or whatever, and you have a picture that you really love, my recommendation is to use the color palette generator from Canva, and then it will give you exactly 5 color swatches that will then be the colors that you will use, let's say, in your design. So let's say this is our color palette, and we want to use the same teal as the background. So let's go there. I'm copy that color. And we want to use the same teal in this brown. Instead of using this brown, we want to use this color, right? So I'm highlighting this color. You're going to go to this little box, add a plus sign, and we're going to copy that color palette, and boom, we have a color that completely matches the picture and is now a part of our color scheme, right? So everything that you do, you want that same continuity. So your colors, right? So the colors that you use on the pictures that you create, you want it to be in your color palette. You want to use the same font going, right? So this font, I have to actually find out from my designer what this font is, but we have this font and we use it now for everything that's relative to sugar, right? It'll be on our website. Our entire color palette will be on it. So that same continuity that you see on the marketing, your printed, your images, everything is going to remain the same, right? So people start to see the same, when they see your business name, they know what to expect, right? People don't like surprises when they're dealing with businesses, all right? So that's another thing that I will add for you today is how to, the link to get to this color palette. Again, any picture you like, you want to generate a color palette for, and you want that to represent your, the color schemes that you will use for your business, you can use this color palette generator, which I think is a really great tool. All right. Let me stop sharing and see if there's any more questions. And if not, I'm going to let you guys have the rest of your day. Okay, I don't see any questions. So ladies, have a great evening and we'll talk soon. All right, bye-bye.